Hello, 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 curios and weirdos. Has anyone out there ever been persuaded in a not so good way by someone you look up to, or maybe even a friend? Have you ever talked, or have they ever talked about something that you never thought about before, or it's wrong, but because they're doing it, you figure, it's fine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today's story isn't just about vanity. Well, maybe a little bit. It's about what happens when someone plants the wrong seed of thought in the fertile soil of your mind. So, as we read this, I would like to leave you with this question before we even start. Who's been gardening in your mind in the past or even lately? Who's been influencing you guys? We're going to put Oreo Jr. back there and we are going to get started. As always, y'all know what this channel is, baby. This is a channel where we take old books like The Picture of Dorian Gray. We cosplay some of the people, some of the characters, whoever we want to be. We freak over here. And then we talk to them, we advise them, we talk about how this story made us feel, whatever. It's like a book club, but better, period. So let's get started with The Picture of Dorian Gray, which is one of my favorite classic books. Here we go. Basil Hallward's London studio was filled with the smell of roses. Ooh, so pretty. Yeah, smell them roses, baby. The light summer wind stirred in the trees in his garden. Through the door came the heavy scent of lilacs. Basil was a painter, and he loved to surround himself with beautiful things. Oh, okay. Yes, me too. Look at my room. He had been working on an important painting and had invited his friend Lord Henry Wotton to visit. Lord Henry was also a lover of beauty and at this moment had admired the portrait Basil had done. His painting was of a young man about 20. Okay. His name was Dorian Gray, and he was very, very, very handsome. Lord Henry was extremely impressed by his friend's talent. As the painter admired his own work, a smile of pleasure came to his rugged face. Yeah. Scott, you want to see my smile of pleasure?
Sure. Okay.
Does that look pleasure? Like pleasure?
Sure, something.
It looks like pleasure. That's how pleasure happens. It is your best work, Basil. The best thing you have ever done, Lord Henry exclaimed. You must send it to the Academy. As the painter looked at the gracious figure he had captured in his painting, the smile passed from his face. Then he closed his eyes and placed a finger upon his lids. Ooh, girl, I can't touch mine. I got too much makeup on. As though he was in deep thought. Who the hell thinks like that? Scott, close your eyes and put your hand to your lids. Tell me if you can think. Are you thinking? Y'all do it too. Are y'all think? Is that helping y'all think? Did it help you think better? Period. When I ask you a question at the end, close your eyes and put your fingers on there. Not now. Okay, sorry, y'all. We get a little distracted around here. After a few minutes of silent contemplation, Basil spoke. I don't think I shall send it anywhere, he frowned, shaking his head. Not send it anywhere, questioned Lord Henry. Have you any reason? What odd chaps your painters are. You would do anything in the world to gain a reputation. But as soon as you have one, you want to throw it away. A portrait like this could make you famous, he added, hoping to impress his friend. I know you will laugh at me, Henry, but I can't. I have put too much of myself in it, Basil said. Scott and I have done a couple of painting tips. And I guess if you paint something, you do put a little bit of yourself in there, even if you're, kind of taught what to do. And that signature on the bottom of that painting means more than just a signature. Is a part of you in it.
Yeah.
Period. But Basil, sorry, that was a little me sharing a part of me. But Basil, Lord Henry laughed, raising his eyebrows and staring at him in amazement. I can't see any resemblance. You are rugged with dark hair. This young man is blonde and fair. I don't see the problem. I didn't know you were so vain, Basil. But you flatter yourself. You don't look at all like Dorian Gray. You don't understand me, Harry, his friend sighed. Of course I am not like him. I should be sorry to be so. There is a destructive quality about all such physical beauty. It is better not to be so different from others. So you saying be basic, or like what does that mean? Basil, I was wondering, how did you meet Dorian Gray? Asked Lord Henry. I went to a party at Lady Brandon's. We poor artists have to show ourselves in society from time to time just to remind the public we aren't savages. Basil smiled. Then he continued. After about 10 minutes, I ran into Dorian Gray. It was funny, but from the moment Lady Brandon introduced us, I found him to be the most fascinating person. I had a strange feeling about our meeting. I knew he would have an impact on my paintings. Period. I felt like this too, but about clothes and shoes and purses and malls and hats and makeup. Period. So Basil insisted that, thanks to Dorian Gray, his recent paintings were the finest he had ever done, and stated that Dorian's personality had suggested a whole new style of art. What that mean? Yet I'm sure Dorian Gray will suffer because of his good looks. What the hell does that? Who suffers because of good looks? What does that mean, too?
It's a burden that we carry.
Okay, being handsome is just a burden. It's like, oh, it's a heavy weight.
You never know.
Yeah. Lord Henry was very surprised by Basil's gloomy prediction. He was eager to learn more about this mysterious young man. When he heard all this, Lord Henry wanted to meet Dorian Gray. And although Basil was reluctant to introduce them, I don't know why, Lord Henry got his wish. And as he was still in the studio when Basil's butler announced, Mr. Dorian Gray to see you, sir. The painter suddenly looked at Lord Henry with a very serious expression on his face. Dorian Gray has become my dearest friend, Harry, he said. Don't try to spoil him or influence him. Your influence would be bad, okay? If only Lord Henry had taken his advice. Oh, Lord, here we go. Oh, Lord. The butler showed Dorian Gray into the room. The young man immediately sat at the piano, turning over the pages of Mozart's sonata. Both Basil and Lord Henry were struck by his features. How the hell is Basil still struck, sir? You've been looking at him painting him. He was certainly handsome, with blue eyes and gold-colored hair. He had an aura of purity and youth that enveloped him. Okay, sounding hot and sexy right now. Ooh, honey, yes. But Basil worried that Lord Henry would corrupt him, oh Lord. You must lend me this sheet music, Basil. I want to learn it. It is beautiful, Dorian announced. That depends on how you sit for me today, Dorian, Basil replied. Ugh, I'm tired of sitting, and I don't know if I want a life-size portrait of myself, Dorian answered, swinging around in the music stool in a willful manner. He caught sight of Lord Henry and stopped at once. I beg your pardon, Basil. I didn't realize you had company. This is Lord Henry Wotton, Dorian, an old Oxford friend of mine. I have just been telling him what a terrific subject you are, Basil said. I have a great pleasure in meeting you, Mr. Gray, said Lord Henry, stepping forward and extending his hand. My aunt has often spoken about you. You are one of her favorites. Okay, Dorian Gray out there slanging that thing, honey. Okay. Getting all them old ladies hot. They like, ooh, bring Dorian over here. Be my pool boy. Period. He gonna be the pool boy, honey. He gonna turn into your fantasy. I am on Lady Agatha's bad list at the present, replied Dorian. I promised to go to a club in Whitechapel with her last Tuesday, and I genuinely forgot about it because I got too many chicks on my team. He didn't say parts of that. Y'all can figure out what parts he didn't say. We were supposed to play a duet together. 3 duets, I believe. I will make peace with my aunt. She likes you very, very much. Lord Henry looked at him and was again struck by his handsome features and his youth. So are you getting turned on by Dorian Gray too, or what here? Dorian Gray seemed curiously unspoiled by the world. He seemed to be good and pure. It was at this moment that Lord Henry decided not to pay attention to Basil's warning. And although Basil had cautioned Dorian about Lord Henry's scandalous reputation, okay, I wonder what he'd be up to. Dorian ignored him as well. This is how this turned into hell. This is how we go into a downward spiral right here. Lord Henry's words had a profound impact on the young, impressionable Dorian. He listened excitedly as Lord Henry began to explain his theory of beauty. Oh, I want to hear. To me, beauty is the wonder of wonders. It is only shallow people who do not judge by appearances. Isn't that backwards?
Yeah.
Isn't it shallow people? Girl, what? Okay. He did say he was a bad influence. Let's see how bad he is. Grinned Lord Henry. He looked at the young man. Dorian, the gods have been good to you. But what the gods give, they quickly take away. You have only a few years in which to live. Then your youth goes. You become old and ugly. No, I'm kidding. That's not what he said. Then your youth goes, and your beauty will go with it. Then you will discover that there are no more trumpet or winds left for you. Dorian frowned slightly at these words, but there was more to come. Oh, girl, he wasn't done. Okay, Lord Henry said, I'm gonna if I can't have you, I'm gonna talk you into it. Realize your youth while you still have it, Lord Henry commanded. One day, time will catch up with you. You better do it now before you get too old. Shout out to Michael Jackson. You will become old and gray. Hey, there is such a little time that youth will last. The common hill flowers wither, but they blossom again. But we humans never get our youth back. Our limbs fail. Our senses goes. We get on a table. We have a doctor chop and screw our face. Some parts he said, some parts he did. Y'all can figure that out. Mm-hmm. He said, painting a scary picture for Dorian of old age. We degenerate into hideous old age, haunted by memories of missing out on passions that frightened us and temptations never yielded to. What are you telling? Don't squander your golden days. Live life. Search for new sensations. Be afraid of nothing. Do everything. Catch some diseases. Do whatever. Catch charges. Dorian listened intently, wide-eyed and silent. Basil also heard these dangerous words and worried about the impression they would make on his inexperienced young friend. But he didn't give a damn. No, I'm kidding. But he was too busy putting the finishing touches on Dorian's painting to warn him or to stop Sir Henry. He stood staring at the picture for a long time, biting the end of one of his huge brushes and frowning. "It's finished," he said proudly at last. Then, stooping down, he wrote his name in long red letters on the left-hand corner of the canvas, period. Let me show y'all this picture. Okay, boom. See, best painting ever. Turning me on. We should lock this in a king's room so, his son can't see it. Shout out to that last video we did. Anyway, "I congratulate you, Basil," Lord Henry said. "This is the finest portrait of any man that has been created in modern times." Because Da Vinci out there. One of them things he didn't say, y'all can figure that out though. "Dorian, come, look at yourself. Look how sexy you is." Dorian looked at the picture and blushed. The sense of his own beauty hit him like a lightning bolt. When he saw it, he drew back and his cheeks flushed for a moment with pleasure. A look of joy came into his eyes, as if he had seen himself for the first time. Okay. Yet a chill suddenly ran through him. One day, he would be old and wrinkled. His slender form would be gone, and his hair would fall out. Sir, just get a toupee. Get some cosmetic surgery. Get that red light mask thingy that everybody using. Period. "How awful it is," Dorian mused. "I shall grow old and horrible and dreadful. But this painting will remain young. If it were only the other way, if only I were to be always young and the picture grow old. For that, I would give everything. I would give my soul." Sir, are you looking for a damn Looks Maxon channel? I feel like this is Looks Maxon, the Victorian age Looks Maxon. That's all this is. Like, sir, you trying to get you a little Andrew Tate, a little claviculars? What you trying to do, sir? A little sneak on? You trying to get some plastic surgery? The painter stared in amazement. It was so unlike Dorian to think and speak like that. What happened to him? Girl, you know what happened to him. Was Lord Henry's evil influence already working? "I am jealous of everything whose beauty does not unalive," said Dorian bitterly. "I know now that when one loses good looks, one loses everything." "Your picture has taught me that. Lord Henry is right. Youth is the only thing worth having. When I find out that I'm growing old," he cried, "I shall unalive myself." He looking for a Looks Maxon channel. Sir, you need some peptides and steroids. You looking for a Looks Maxon channel? I think he looking for some Morgan. Basil was stunned by what he heard, but before he could speak, Dorian shouted, "I am jealous of my portrait. It mocks me, Basil. I hate it. Why did you paint it?" "You are being so dramatic, Dorian." With that, he flung himself into the sofa and bursted into tears. That's a reenactment, by the way. That was me reenacting. I'm a good reenactor.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted y'all to get a feel for what was going on in the book.
They know now.
Yeah, I'm LARPing now. Not only am I cosplaying, I'm LARPing. But here we go. "This is your doing," Henry said, Basil angrily. Lord Henry shrugged his shoulders. He's like, "Que sera, baby." "It is the real Dorian Gray. That is all." Dorian barely heard Basil's charge against Lord Henry. He watched as the painter reached for the knife to rip the painting to shreds. "Don't, Basil," cried Dorian. "It would be unaliving." I'm gonna need Dorian Gray to pick a struggle. Okay, I'm gonna need for you to pick a struggle, sir. Like, do you want the painting or not? Okay, do you hate the painting or do you like it? Like, what do you do, sir? What do you do? Anyway, I'm glad you finally appreciate my work, the painter said coldly. Appreciate it? I'm in love with it, Basil. It is a part of myself, and I feel that. Dorian explained, I didn't mean I wish you hadn't painted it. As soon as it dries, it will be framed and sent to you. Basil put down the knife and spoke more gently. Finally, Dorian calmed down. He made plans to dine with Lord Henry. Sir, don't do it. If it got you flipping out like that, don't do it, sir. Basil begged him not to go, fearing that the older man's influence would destroy his all too trusting friend. But Dorian did not heed his warning, and his life would never be the same. We're going to stop right there, y'all. Y'all know how we end things. Oh, my mustache from jumping and stuff, I think. Y'all know how we end these things. What stood out to you? Who would you talk to, and what would you tell them? Any of the characters that we met thus far, or just what are your thoughts about the story thus far? Like, give me a little bit. Come, y'all, come with me. Put it in the comment section now. Okay, Scott, close your eyes, put them fingers on them eyelids, and get into deep thought. What you got?
I just tell Dorian, yeah, get out of here. Go find some people to hang out with. These people are weird.
I mean, Lord Henry seems to be the weird one, but that's all you got. Just get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I guess he's kind of telling them to do that anyway.
Yeah. The one I would talk to is Lord Henry, and I would be like, sir, where did you get only vain people don't judge people by, like, how did you get there? Like, help me understand. Like, tell me like I'm 5. Talk to me like I'm a kindergartner and it's the first day of school. How did you get to that conclusion? That is my question to Lord, Sir, or Lord Henry, whatever his name is. Like, sir, how did sounds reversed, but maybe I'm reversed. So help me get there. That's what I would say. It's not saying anything, it's a question. So, do you have anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, let's grab Oreo Jr. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to end it here. As always, we enjoyed having you guys here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed being here. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, check out some of the videos, live, shorts, all that fun stuff, because baby, we are weird over here. We are curios over here. This is Sukasa. So go check out what we do over here, baby. And with that, we're going to bid you guys adieu. So from wherever we are, even in a portrait studio where we're running amok, talking about how we hate the painting because it ain't going to age, and we going to age even though we 20, baby. We can't even drink really. To wherever you guys are, peace, love, and happiness. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for It's a Super Scary Saturday Sleepover and more of this lunatic Dorian Gray. See you guys later.